Hello, thanks so much for coming here this morning to my little corner of the web. Interesting weather fact to start you out with. The entire United States, if you count the 48 states, the contiguous United States, is averaging 4 degrees colder than average for this month of January. We've had a visit from the polar vortex. We had that big southern snowstorm from Houston over to Florida and then up to the Carolinas. So it's been a very interesting month, but that has changed the last 2 days of the month here. Certainly are going to turn out to be a little bit warmer than average, and warmer than average temperatures will likely be the case here for a good portion of the early part of next week. So once again, let's take a look at what's ahead here for us. Partly to mostly sunny today. Should be another beautiful day. Touch breezy this afternoon. It will be a very mild day. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 40s. There'll be a chance for a little mix of precipitation Friday, and the best bet for that would be down toward the Indiana border. It may not get up quite as far as Grand Rapids, but if you're down across northern Indiana, some rain down there, mostly rain, maybe a little bit of snow or even freezing rain mixed in at the Indiana border. But once you get north of Grand Rapids, it won't amount to much of anything. And then another mix of precipitation, a possibility here on Sunday. That will not be a big storm, light amounts of precipitation, but could make for kind of a gloomy, messy day. Milder temperatures would be the rule. No Arctic air on the way. Well, there's our Lake Michigan satellite picture from Wednesday afternoon. There are some high clouds across northern Illinois and southern Lake Michigan, and a combination of high clouds plus a little bit of snow on the ground, turning the picture white south of Grand Rapids. North of Grand Rapids, there are clouds, and there was a pretty good temperature gradient across the state. I realized about 2 in the afternoon it was in the 40s down toward Benton Harbor, and it was only 13 up at Sault Ste. Marie where they were getting more snow. Here's the way I looked over at the South Haven Channel. You can see a couple of mounds of ice over there on the right side, and you can see the open water. There's a way in the distance there, that darker colored line going across there is where there's open water, but ice near the shore. This picture comes from the South Haven city, and we certainly appreciate them for getting that on the web for all of us to see. Here's a look at the Michigan snow cover. Of course, the deeper the blue, the more snow there is. And you can see a lot of lake effect here, but not much else. There's no snow on the ground at Green Bay or southern Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Chicago, or even South Bend. But once you get here into West Michigan, we've got snow on the ground, but that should be melting pretty quickly with the warmer air that we have coming in here over the next few days. Here's a look at how much snow there is on the ground. Munising went from 34 inches Tuesday to 37 inches on that's over a yard deep, over 3 feet deep, and that's on average, not counting the drifts. The snow magnet has been at Sault Ste. Marie. They just bounced up from 20 to 24 to 27 inches of snow on the ground, and that's almost 59 inches above average for their season snowfall. I think they're up to about 130 inches total, so they've had a lot of snow up there along the Lake Superior shoreline. Newberry picked up 8 inches of snow. They're at 23 on the ground. In lower Michigan, you find 22 inches at Mansalona and at Charlevoix, 17 inches Pawhuska, 16 inches in Benzie County. Getting a little closer to us here, Scottville and Hart were at 9 inches yesterday, 5 inches on the ground at Muskegon, though that was melting during the afternoon and evening. And Grand Rapids officially at 3 inches here as we start this Thursday. There's how much snow we expect, and virtually nothing here for West Michigan over the next 3 days. So much of what you see here is going to turn out to be a little bit of light rain toward the Indiana border here Friday, and then for all of us here on Sunday. A couple of eyes staring at you, it looks like they're from east of Lake Ontario. That's over by the Tug Plateau, and they'll get another 6+ inches of snow in that area, but not so for us. The west continues to see heavy snowfall. That darkerish color there in the Cascades indicating about 2 feet of new snow is expected. This is in the higher elevations. The snowpack significant up there in Northern California, where they have the reservoirs that feed down into Southern California. Again, the main fires down there in the Los Angeles area are between 95 and 100% contained now. They're just basically putting out little hot spots where there's still some smoke, but long ways to go cleaning things up. Latest long-range outlook says temperatures here will be close to average. I would guess they'd probably be about 2 inches warm, or not 2 inches, 2 degrees warmer than average during the nighttime hours. And again, when you have cold to the northwest and warm to the southeast, more so than average, that sets up a pretty good gradient, and that could lead to a stormy pattern with mixed precipitation. Some of that should come in the form of rain in the first 2 weeks of February. And there's your rain outlook for the same period. That's February 6 to 12, and it's got a nice dark green area there from northeast Arkansas up into southwest Michigan, where some significant rain and snow mixed is likely. That's from February 6th through the 12th. Snow melting for later on today as the temperature climbs to the low to mid 40s. It will be in the upper 40s south of I-94. So warm weather. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody got the golf clubs out down there. Low temperatures during the early morning here in the low 20s. Moon's pretty much at near phase right now. I doubt you'd see much more than probably nothing, but if anything, it would be a very, very thin crescent. Winds be a little brisk in the afternoon, southwest at 10 to 20 miles an hour. There's a look at your 5-day forecast. Nice day coming up this Thursday. A little mix of precipitation possible Friday. Best bet for that would be down toward the Indiana border. Mostly cloudy Saturday. A little mix of precipitation here on Sunday. And then mostly cloudy here during the day on Monday. Saturday will be the coolest day of the bunch. Good day for winter sports. Head to the ski area and enjoy the day. Get out and use the cross-country skis, whatever. There should be a little bit of that left around, especially north of Grand Rapids. Speaking of ice, a little on the Grand Rapids Griffins here in town. They play Friday night, and should be a great game. 7 o'clock at Van Andel Arena is where they play. Griffin's been around since 1996. Of course, we had hockey teams in the past. I remember seeing the Grand Rapids Owls. I used to go to some Owls games, and I remember it was at the Stadium Arena, which became the Deltaplex, and the roof would leak. They would actually go out there and try and soak up some of the water on the rink as they played during the game when they had a pretty significant rain going on outside. Hey, the Griffins are first in their division. We got some great teams here in Michigan, don't we? I mean, the Lions had a great year. The Pistons are doing much better. Hey, we're rocking here. And again, a lot of Griffins games ahead for us for you to enjoy. So have yourself an awesome day today. A great weekend ahead. Don't forget to hit my YouTube channel at Bill Steffen 616. And anytime you want the weather, come to billsteffen.com. Once again, thanks so much for checking the weather here.